his message should reach everybody, young or old. And because you are at the start of your life, you have a lot to gain and retain from his presentation. Because every one of us, how much privileged we are, we have complaints about life. We all complain. But let us see that how we can manage life despite all odds. So this is, I hope, going to be a very inspiring presentation, and we would all learn from this. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Asad Rafi, and I work in an IT company called SR3. Recently, I was in Lahore, where I give talks at LUMS and Eton College. Actually, I will, the basics of my talks are to help make Pakistan a more beach-friendly place, which I must say, unfortunately, IBA was not very beach-friendly, and my chair had to be lifted. But I do hope that after this talk of mine, things will improve and we can look to the things our life can be made more easier. People who are physically challenged. So I'll begin with my life before I was in a wheelchair. So how I managed to cope and how I was able to progress without a wheelchair. My life was like any other normal person, a very happy life, and I had no problems, and I was going to school. I used to go to Karachi Grammar School, and before that I studied in Eton College in Lahore for 3 years. In school, like every other normal individual, I would say I had a number of dreams and ambitions, and my first ambition was to become a pilot. At one time I was very keen to fly in the air and do a lot of things being a pilot. And later on, due to Eton College, my love for sports began over there. As you all know, that it probably has the best sporting facilities in the country. And due to that, my ambitions they changed, and I wanted to become a sportsman at that time. It was my love for sports was always there, and even now, as I will later on tell you about it, that it is due to my love for sports which has brought a lot of color to my life. And I would say without it, life would have been probably very dull and very boring without sports being in my life. So I did have a back problem while I was going to school, and it resulted in my wearing a brace for my back for a number of years. The brace which had been provided to me by the doctors in England, and it was mainly I was able to, I had no problems. I did not know as to what the future foresees, what future had in me. And it was due to it was probably towards the end of my schooling career when I noticed that I had began to fall down a lot, and was having a lot of problems keeping my balance, and I used to be very clumsy also. At that point I was diagnosed by the doctor, who told me that I have this disease which is a very rare disease in Pakistan. It is known as Friedreich's ataxia. Now, would any one of you be knowing of that disease?
No. How do you spell that?
Friedreich's, F-R-I-E-D-R-I-C-H. Apostrophe S. F-R-I-E-D-R-I-C-H. Yeah. You want me to say something? Yes, you had raised your hand.
I read about it.
Do you know what this?
No, I don't know the specifics, but I read about it.
Yes, it is a genetic disease, and it causes your low muscles to become very weak, due to which you have a problem in walking. And I would say that around 80 to 90% of the people who have this disease, they most probably end up being in wheelchairs. And this disease is very common in the States and in all the other Western countries. It is more common than it is in Pakistan. So at that time, doctor told me that when I had this disease, it was a very major